Welcome. Welcome, everyone. Welcome. Welcome, Queen. Welcome, Queens. We're going to give it a few for the Queens to tap in. We will give it a few for the Queens to tap in with their crowns. We are going to give it a few for the Queens to tap in. Good evening, Queens. Good evening. Hope your week is good. Hope your morning was good. Hope your afternoon was good. And let's make our evening amazing, Queens. Okay. We're going to give it a few for the Queens to tap in with their crown. We will give it a few for the Queens to tap in. Okay? Going in. Hey. For my future granddaughter. That's what she said. You gotta leave a legacy. We're gonna get into it. Welcome, Queens. Welcome, Queens. Tap in with your crowns, Queens. Tap in with your crown. Okay? I'm excited about this episode. Hope you are too. Hope you learned something today. So, let's get into it, ladies. Welcome, Queens, to Auntie Time with Queen Sabrina. So, if you don't know me, get to know me. I'm here every Sunday, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. You can tap in with your crowns, Queens, and you will see me, the Queen, Sabrina. So welcome. As I always say, John Sells and Annie Mae Curry birthed me. The Pueblo del Rio Housing Projects in Los Angeles, California raised me. Tennessee State University in Nashville, Tennessee educated me. And those are the three components that have emerged me into the queen that I am today. And as I always state, I have been an auntie since the age of 7. So the title of auntie is not a stranger to moi. Okay. And this podcast is to help queens save money on their weekly, monthly shopping grocery bill, learn how to queen on vacation, okay? A little bit of single mother dating tips, and also my celebrity tea time picks. Okay, Queen? So let's get into it. I always do a little itty bitty recap on what I talked about last Sunday. So last week we talked about with the topic of saving our money. We talked about the clearance section, right? And we talked about the app, okay? Clearance section. Get to know it. If you don't know where your clearance section is in your store, all you got to do is ask, right? That's a simple question. Hey, where's the clearance section at? Okay. Another thing we learned about clearance, that there are different types of clearance section, right, Queens? We have our frozen fruit clearance section. We have our bread clearance section. We have our general clearance section that's going to have our non-perishable items. And then we're going to have our fruit and our vegetable clearance section, right? So we need to know where those sections are because that is the first place we are going to shop, Queens, to see what is on our grocery list from that 2-week recipe that we have made for the week of the menu that we made. That's what we doing, Queens. We checking it off, seeing what's there first, right? What are we going to talk about today? We are going to talk about knowing when to buy and buying in the bulk section aisle of your store. Okay. So, what do I mean, Queens, when I say know when to buy? Okay. I know that we all, maybe you could be on a vegan raw diet, but if you're not, and you eat a little bit of chicken, turkey, fish, I don't really eat ground beef like that, but chicken we do eat in my household. So I don't buy chicken, especially chicken wings, until they are buy one, get one free. Okay. The average pack of chicken wings are at least 15 to $20 for a pack of wings. Okay. When I buy the wings, they are buy one, get one free. So one pack of wings would probably be about $7, $8, but you look at the price because it tells you on the package of your meat the price you're going to pay. Okay. So when I'm getting the buy one get one, of course when you go scan, they're going to charge you for the highest price of the two packages. So I try to make sure that both are the packages are within the same price range. Okay. So I'm not going to get a pack of wings that's 750 and then get one that's 850. I'm looking for one that's 750, maybe 758, maybe 760. That's what I'm doing because that's how you're going to watch how you're saving your money. Meat is always buy one, get one at Kroger, legs, thighs, and chicken wings. Okay. Also, clearance is also where meat is. Okay. So know when to buy. Kroger always has monthly buy one, get one. So you should only need to get meat once a month. Okay. Second thing, milk. Okay. Some people may be lactose intolerant. Maybe you drink almond milk. Okay. Maybe you drink the silk milk. But if you are drinking cow milk, okay, Kroger has a 9-day program, okay, where they reduce the cost of their milk, queens, okay? They reduce the cost of their milk. So on your milk, they have two dates. The first day is the sell by date. It could be, hey, February 25th. The second date is going to be maybe February 15th. That's the date that Kroger knows that they have to put that milk on clearance before that date. So if that second date is February the 15th, on February the 14th, that milk is going to go on clearance. The average gallon of milk is $2.50 to $3 per gallon. Once that milk goes on clearance, it's half off. So you're paying about $1.50, $1.85. Same with half gallon of milk. Okay. And this is for Kroger brand. I am not sure if where you shop, maybe it's HEB, maybe it's Ralph, maybe it's Food for Less. Maybe they have a milk program where they have to put their particular store brand of milk on clearance. If they do, the only way to know is to ask, find out. The only way I found out about the program is I saw an actual Kroger worker marking down the milk, and I asked him, why are you guys marking down the milk? He was like, oh, we have a 9-day program with our milk with Kroger. Boom. Knowledge is power. Okay. All you have to do is ask. Okay. Third thing, fruits and vegetables. Know when to buy them. You should not be buying vegetables if you're not using them that day. Okay. Lettuce, tomatoes, things like that, they perish quickly. Okay. If I'm going to make tacos for Taco Tuesday, I'm not going to get the lettuce and tomatoes on Friday or they've been sitting in my house for days. No, I'm going that day to get my tomatoes and to get my lettuce, the things that I need for that day so that I'm not wasting any food, right? Because these things go bad. Fruits, blueberries, pineapples, strawberries, things like that. They come in those cute little plastic containers. We don't want to take them out of them. But when we store them in the refrigerator in those plastic containers, they soil quickly. Okay. So if you have mason jars, if you have the glass pyrotech bowls, storage bowls, Put your fruit and your vegetables in those bowls and store them in your refrigerator there, because that will extend the life of your fruits. That will extend the life of your vegetables. Okay. So know when to buy things. Don't have tomatoes and fruit and vegetables just laying around and you know you're not going to use them. Okay. So that's talking about knowing when to buy. Okay. Second thing in the topic of how to save money on your grocery shopping. Get to know your bulk aisle in your store for bulk items. I'm not talking about, oh, like when you go to Costco's and Sam's Club and you're getting these huge big old bags of rice and beans or huge ketchup and all that type of stuff. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about bulk, aka self serve. Get the amount of items that you want. Okay. In HEB, they have a bulk aisle item. Okay. In this aisle, you can get peanut butter for bulk. You can get almond butter for bulk. You can get honey for bulk. You can get any seasoning that they have available for bulk. Okay. You can get quinoa. You can get unpopped popcorn. You can get oatmeal. You can get chia seeds. You can get trail mix. You can get chocolate covered almonds, raisins, peanuts, whatever. You can get chocolate covered pretzels, yogurt covered pretzels. It is a huge aisle. Check out my TikTok reel where I show you what that aisle looks like if you have an HEB. Okay. I get all of my seasonings in bulk. I do not go to the inserts of the aisle where the seasonings are and get my seasonings. Okay. Like I always say, I'm going to show you. I'm not just going to tell you. Okay. Because I really do this. I don't just say, oh, go do this, go do that. No, I do what I say and I'm telling you. Okay. Case in point. This is a package of parsley. I don't know if you guys can see that here, right? It's package of parsley. It's from HEB. So shout out to HEB. Hit me up, HEB, because we can do a partnership. So this was 78 cents for this huge bag of parsley flakes. If you go right now, you can look it up on Walmart, HEB, whatever. Just look up for some parsley. The smallest bottle of parsley, it won't be 78 cents. I'm going to tell you that. And you will not get this amount. Okay. But that's just, simple little herb. We're talking about Italian seasoning. Okay. This was 80 cents. Okay. I used a little bit of it, but this was Italian seasoning, Queens. Okay. For 80 cents. Look up the price. Okay. I'm sure you're not getting that for 80 cents. Okay, this is what we call all-purpose seasoning salt. Okay, ladies, queens, $8 for this. Okay, this is in your bulk item section in HEB. Okay, cayenne pepper, 50 cents for all of this cayenne pepper. Okay. The seasonings that I get will last me for about a month. I spent about $11.57 on 11 different seasonings. The average cost of seasoning on the shelf is about $2.50 to $3. So if I were to get all of those seasonings off the shelf that I just got bulk, I would have probably spent between $25 and $30. And I'm probably lowballing that. Okay. Now, what I like to do is I make my own little seasonings. You can get this from the local Dollar Tree, okay? And you can mix and make your own seasoning, make life easier for you, okay? That's what it's all about. That's what I do. Work smart, not hard, okay? So, bulk item section in your store, okay? Stores that have these bulk item sections where you can get these seasonings, this quinoa, this rice, this beans, this coffee, this honey, this almond butter. HEB, Whole Foods, Trader Joe's, Sprouts, okay? Most of these stores are not in the urban areas. Wonder why that is, okay? But the reason why these bulk items are cheaper than going into the aisle and getting them is because it's a thing called self serve and you're doing it yourself. Anything that you do yourself is going to be cheaper. Okay. So take a little bit of time to do things for yourself that will help you save money while you're in your store. Okay. So, as I stated, the two things in saving money on your monthly grocery bill is knowing when to buy things. Don't just go and buy them when they're on clearance. Get your buy one, get one free meat. Okay. And get to know your bulk aisle in your store that you shop if they have one. Do things for yourself and you're going to save money. Okay. If you have any questions about anything that I said, Queen, go ahead and put your questions and your comments. I am checking them on YouTube as well as Facebook Live. Okay. So the next topic, dating. Dating as a queen, as a single queen, as a single mom, as just a woman in the world. Okay. Last week I talked about the importance of picking a location for the date, meaning making sure that the location is not too far from your house. Make sure it's convenient for you because maybe you have a provider who is watching your children and something could come up. So if something comes up, I don't want to be too far from my child that I can't get to her, right? Second thing, go somewhere on a place that you're familiar with. Maybe you know the owner, maybe you know the server that who knows you. So that when you are there with that guy, girl, whomever it is, they know that hey, somebody else in this world knows you, so you can act left if you want to, but somebody else know I'm here. Okay? Another thing about location. Pick a place that you know you can afford just in case whomever you're on the date with, it goes left. And maybe that guy doesn't want to pay. But like I told y'all, my daddy always said on the first date, you pay for you and he pay for him. So it ain't no expectations at the end. Okay, ladies? So that's what we talked about was location last week. The last thing we talked about last week is always tell someone where you are, right? If you want to tell me, your auntie, tell your homegirl, your best friend, tell a sibling, tell somebody where you are, right? Because somebody gonna have to come looking for you just in case you done went out on a date with psycho number 1, 2, 3, or 5. Okay. Anywho, so let's get into it about the topic about today about dating. Okay. I'm gonna talk about expectation of dating versus the reality of dating. What the reality of it is. Okay. Because we have an expectation. We may say we want a man that's, oh, he got to be 6'3", chocolate. He got to make six figures. He has to have no children. He got to have a deep, Barry White type of voice, you know. He has to be spiritual. You know, we want these things. We have an expectation. We have a type. We have a person in our mind of who this person is that is going to date us, who we want to date, right? But the reality is, queens, is that what we always get? Sometimes instead of that 6'3", we may get a 5'9", 5'10". We may not get a chocolate latte. We might get a teas and tan or a caramel. Okay. We may not get six figures. We may get 5. Okay. We may not get a man who has no children. We may get a man who has maybe 1 or 2. Okay. Especially if you're 30 and up. Okay. That's an expectation that I think you can't have, to think that a man over 30 may not have any children. Okay. Body may be good. You know, it may not be chisel, boom, boom, pow, you know, but it may be cool. the voice. It may not be deep, deep, very wide. You get what I'm saying? But it may be, a sensible, cool little voice that got a little tone in it. So sometimes we do get what we want, and sometimes we don't. But what we do have, can we make it what we want? Right? What I mean by that? Okay, yeah, we can't make a man who 5'9", 6'3". No, that's just what we got to accept, right? But if baby don't have 6 figures and he has 5 figures, maybe we need to see if he can potentially grow into that 6 figure. Or do you think that this man is going to stay at his 5 figure income? So think about that. If this man has 1 to 2 children and you didn't want a man with no children, let's consider the age of the children. Is this the age group that you would want to deal with? Let's consider, are these children all by one queen, or is it multiple queens? Okay. Let's consider things, okay? Because we're so quick to say, oh no, I didn't want this, I didn't want that, this, that, and the third. But nobody perfect. You not perfect. You got baggage, because I had a little bit of baggage. I know I did. So things that a man has to deal with, a woman has to deal with certain things too. But we also have to have what? Our non-negotiables. So I'm not saying, oh, just accept anything. Because I'm going to tell you like this. My non-negotiable, I'm not messing with no crackhead. I'm not messing with nobody who pop no pills. I'm not messing with none of that. So it is things that's just non-negotiable. I'm not messing with a man and gonna be with a man who got 10 kids and 7 baby mamas. We're not doing that. So you do have your non-negotiables. Okay. If you don't like a person who smokes cigarettes, hey, that is your right. That is your choice. But we do have to stand on our non-negotiables. But we also have to be realistic. Okay? Be realistic about things. Another tip. Let's not look for red flags all the time. Let's find those green flags. The green flags that tell you that the man is good for you. Instead of you calling the next queen and saying, hey, ain't nothing came up yet. He ain't did this and he ain't did that. Okay. We'll talk about what he is doing. What did come up? Okay. What was the green flag that he showed you? What did you like? Because what you focus on increases. Okay. If you focus on the bad, then that's what's going to increase. So what you focus on increases. Okay. So look for those green flags in your relationship. What is the king doing that you like? What is he doing that you like? Instead of waiting for the ball to roll and you running chasing him out the door because something doesn't happen. That's not what we want, queens. Okay. That's not what we want. So if you have any questions, comments, or concerns regarding that, put them in the comment section on YouTube and Facebook. Like I said, we have to have our expectation, and then we have to be realistic about what we are receiving and what we are getting. Okay. So that we're not setting ourselves up for failure. Okay. We have to be real with ourselves. And sometimes, queens, that's hard. Okay. So the next thing that we're going to talk about, travel, right? We want to travel like queens, right? We want to save money while we're traveling. Okay. We don't want to break our bank. So what I talked about last week, we're traveling was, ooh, what did I talk about? Let's get into it. Let's see. What did I talk about with traveling? Because I do want to give you guys a recap on that. Let's see. Oh, booking strategies. That's what we talked about. We talked about booking, right? Knowing how to book a plane ticket, looking at different ways to get to your destination. Don't just look at a round trip ticket. Look at booking a one-way ticket and look at multiple cities, right? That's what we talked about to see the cheapest route to get there, right? Don't get so caught up in one particular airport that you prefer. Okay, what I prefer is what's cheap. Okay, I don't really prefer a particular airport over another. Okay. The second thing that I talked about is your lodging. Okay. Figuring out what's the cheapest for you. Okay. Do you want to stay with someone? Do you want to stay at an Airbnb? Do you want to stay at a resort? Do you want to stay at a hotel? So, understanding your lodging and where you're going to stay and having that budget for that. That's what we talked about last week, Queen. So, sorry about that. Give you that little bit of big recap. But let's get into this week, okay? Travel. How to save money when you're traveling, right? We all got to eat, right? When you go somewhere, you got to eat, okay? But how do we save money on food? Because when I go on vacation, I don't just go there to the country or the city just to go eat. Like I want to see the place, I want to do something, but I also want to have some good food there too. But I'm not just going just to eat. So when I travel, I like to plan what you're going to eat, okay? And sometimes to save money on food, queens, we can skip a meal. Okay, it's a thing called fasting. It's a thing called, okay, let me have a little cup of tea or coffee in the morning and maybe a little muffin or something. Have a little light breakfast so that you can splurge later on dinner or lunch, okay? Oh, and as we're speaking of tea, got my tea here. Did I have my, I don't know. Okay. Oh, here it is. So yeah, sorry, Queens. I threw away the box. Forgot I needed to let you guys know what tea I was drinking, but it's some ginger. Ooh, little malfunction. Turmeric tea here, by Bigelow. Okay. Needed a little bit of that, but so anywho, like I said, you can skip a meal. You don't have to eat every meal. Okay. So also save money on food. You can pack some non-perishable items in your luggage. A little bit of oatmeal maybe that you done got from the bulk item section in your grocery store where you save that money on. Maybe you can pack some coffee to go, some tea, something like that. Things that'll help you save money. A little snack pack, okay? Quick fact that I actually just learned, have not confirmed it yet, Queens, but this is what I learned because reading is fundamental, and this is what they say. You cannot bring liquid, right? Liquid water through the airport. But from what I heard, a travel hack. If you freeze that water bottle, ladies, it'll go right through that x ray machine because liquid has turned into a solid, into ice. All you have to do is make sure you drink just a little bit of the residue of that water from that frozen water bottle, and it'll go right through. Second thing that I haven't confirmed or haven't tried yet, don't know if it's true. You are allowed supposedly to have a bag that only contains food and it can come on the plane to the airport and it is not considered one of your personal items or your carry on. It is considered your food bag. Everything in that bag just has to be sealed, meaning you can have like that little snack pack of like a chicken salad and crackers. You can have your homemade food you done made and got it in a container. You can have crackers, cookies, whatever food item, apples, fruit, grapes, strawberries, whatever little snack. Have it in that. This is my food bag at the airport, and it'll go through. Okay. Like I said, Queens, I have not tried this yet, but this is what I have heard. And it does make logical sense. Okay. Especially the freezing that water bottle. Okay. Now it has to be a plastic water bottle. So that's a hack on how to save money traveling at the airport and on food because airport food is high. Okay. Who wants to spend $25 on a taco? I don't. I can make my taco and put it in my food bag now since that's a travel hack. So they say. We'll find that out real soon. Okay. Let's see. So that is all for today with queening and saving money on food when you are on vacation. So we need to one, plan what we're eating. Okay. Two, try to bring little snacks in our luggage so that we're not just spending so much money on food. Three, bring a food bag through the airport that you are allowed to have. And let's start freezing water bottles because ice is not a liquid, it's a solid. So let's freeze our water bottles before we get to that airport the night before. Okay. Any questions or comments? Let me look in my section here on YouTube. And I don't see anything there. So let's move on, Queens, to the next topic. Okay. Which is what? My celebrity tea time picks, right? Last week, my two picks were the Queen Monique of comedy and the Queen of broadcasting, Oprah. Okay. And I'm going to say this again. I have set up that GoFundMe. Stand on business with Monique for Tyler Perry to pay her money. I set it up for 23 million now, Monique. You let me know if that 23 million is not enough because I can raise it. Okay. But I did set that fund up. It is not for Monique. Okay. I'm going to repeat that. It ain't for Monique. It's for our brother Tyler Perry because I don't know, maybe he's having a little bit of issues with paying her the money. So I set it up for him so that he can get the funds to pay our auntie because auntie need our money. Okay, thank you very much. So the celebrity tea time picks for this week, Queens. Okay, none other than the Queen herself, Halle to the Berry. Okay, baby, she the only actress I know got a song and a dance named after her. Name someone else, and I'll wait. Okay. Halle Berry, I have always loved Halle Berry. You know, you are a low key mogul that people sleep on. You know, people don't know, Halle, that you really got that bag. You got that lingerie company called Scandal. Okay, now I ain't got a piece, Halle, because I ain't seen nothing in there that was my size. But you do have that lingerie line called Scandal. Okay, you also have your Oscar. You have produced and directed your own projects, Halle. Okay. People sleeping on you. You got that bag. Okay. Also, you have invested in a wine company called Bev. Did y'all know that? She has a film company called 606 Films here and international. So the Queen Halle Berry gets that bag. Yes, she do. So don't sleep on her. Okay. Also, she has something called Pendulum Therapeutics. So it is to help us queens to live a healthy lifestyle because, baby, we know Halle Berry, baby. She looks good for her age. Okay. She looks damn good for her age. Can't nobody dispute that. Okay. Now, Halle Berry, you did win that Oscar. But I'm going to say, I'm going to be honest. I was upset. I was pissed off that they gave you that Oscar for that movie. The movie where you was doing what you was doing, Holly. I didn't like that. Now that's what I didn't like. Now, did you deserve an Oscar well before Monsters Ball? Yes, Queen. Yes, you deserve the Oscar well before Monsters Ball. Okay. Well, why they chose to do that, I was appalled. Okay. Now, what you should have got an Oscar for, Queen, was that Losing Isaiah. Now, that one right there, Holly, had me broke down. You had me thinking you was every bit of that crackhead mother who wanted her baby back. Okay? I said, whoa, Holly, you had me thinking you was from the streets. Okay? You had me thinking that you had lost Isaiah and you was going to get him back. So that's why I think that that is the movie that you should have gotten an Oscar for. But that Monsters Ball, no, we not even going to do that, Holly. They did you wrong with that. So, as y'all know, when I talk about my celebrity tea time picks, I also say the questions that I would want to ask them. And by the way, Holly, yes, I do follow you on Instagram, baby. And y'all be coming for Holly on Instagram, but Holly don't play, okay? Holly don't play. Yeah, she done posted her little man. And I'm happy for you, Holly, that you got a man that you love. You know, you done found your person because you post him. You post them in legs. You be saying come through legs and all that because I'm telling you, I follow you. But yeah, you posted your man and some little peasant, Holly, because that's who she was. A peasant come on there talking about some, oh, well, where your kids at, Holly? You always with your man and do you pay child support for your kids, baby? Why y'all come for Holly? She came through, baby, on the crown with her crown, baby, on the throne, and she told whomever that peasant was, baby, yes, I do pay child support, baby. My kids are well taken care of. And no, I don't post my children because I don't want them in the limelight. You know, in so many words, Holly, that ain't what you said, but I'm just trying to sum it up. You was telling her you don't want your kids in the limelight, and that's your business. Okay. But you sure did let them know, yes, I do, baby, because I got that bag to pay that child support. So if I am on this yacht with my man and I'm saying come through legs, baby, guess what? The children are well taken care of, honey. That's what she had to let y'all know, baby. But y'all better leave Holly alone, baby, because she's the queen and we don't talk to peasants. Okay, that's not what we do. So, anywho, let's get into Holly. What would I want to ask you, queen, baby? Now, I just want to know what made you Holly, because for real, I really think that this was a part of you. What made you make sure that when you came into this industry that you were looked at as a black woman? Okay, why did you make that decision? Because you could have went the other way. You could have let them portray you and put you on the other team, but you did not, Holly. Okay. You have always represented for the black woman. Okay. So I just want to know what was in you that made you so very eminent about that. And it ain't no problem, Holly. I'm telling you, it ain't no problem. I just want to know why, Queen. Okay. I just want to tap into that mind and know why. Okay. So, what is, and like I said, I'm happy that you found your person. Okay, I'm happy because you seem very happy. Like I said, I follow you, Holly. So let's talk about your past situations. Now, when you were with Georgie Porgy Pudding Pie, okay, Mr. Eric Benet, you know, and that ain't no disrespect because that used to be my song with him and Faith Evans. Did you know it wasn't gonna work? Did you know it was not going to work, Holly? And if you did, what was the signs? Okay. Because I know you weren't like Risa Tisa listening to all these lies that the man was saying. I knew you done found some stuff out. So that's what I want to know, Holly. Did you know it was going to work? Okay. So that sums it up for that queen, Miss Halle Berry. Halle Berry. Okay. Second queen. Now, this is more than a queen, baby. This right here, this is a legend. And I sure hate that I will never have the opportunity to have tea with this queen, with this legend. Um, Miss Cicely Tyson. Okay. You are a legend, queen. Okay. You are. You know, I feel we didn't give you enough flowers when you were here. Okay. I don't think the industry, I don't think a lot of the actresses gave you your flowers like they should have. Maybe they did, but from my vantage point, and everyone has one, I don't think they did. Okay. It wouldn't be no Viola. It wouldn't be no Taraji. And it definitely wouldn't be no Holly Berry. Okay. If it wasn't for you, Queen, Legend, Cicely Tyson, you have received every award from an Emmy to a Tony to an NAACP to the Presidential Honor Award. Okay. But they never gave you that Oscar. But do we care? No, because we did not measure your career, legend Miss Queen Cicely Tyson, by an Oscar. That ain't, we don't care nothing about that. Okay? Because we know you are a legend. Okay, that's what we know. And we don't need the Academy to let us know that. We know that here. Okay. Now, what I would have wanted to ask you, and before I get into your question, I just want to say that role you played as Viola Davis' mother on How to Get Away with Murder, when you was had that grown woman sitting between your legs and you was combing her hair and you was letting her know about herself. Because Viola was way somewhere else, baby. She had done forgot who she was. And you had to let her know that, baby, I don't care about none of this, about this house, about you being no big hotshot attorney, baby. I'm your mama. She had to let her know, baby, I know you. I know your dirty drugs. I know who you are. You ain't fooling nobody. Okay. And that was a real life reality scene with that. Okay. And you did win some awards for that scene. But I'm going to let you know, baby, you played that part. You played that part. And every time you play a part on the screen, you leave your mark. And that's why you are a legend. Okay. So let's get into it, Queen. What I would have wanted to ask the Queen, the legend herself, Miss Cicely Tyson. What I would want to know is, what was the amount of your first paycheck for your paid role? Because according to the word on the streets was that Tyler Perry was the man, our brother, who paid you your first million, Cicely. And I sure hope that ain't to be true. So I want to know, what was the amount of your first paycheck? If any of Cicely's family know what it was, tap in with your queen and let us know, what did they pay her? And is it true that our brother Tyler Perry done paid you that money? Because guess what? We know he ain't paid Monique her money. So I need to confirm that. I need to confirm if that's true. Okay, because that's pending. That's out there pending. Okay. Second question I would want to know, like, who was your inspiration, Cicely, that made you want to be an actress? Because who was before you? I really just don't know. I do not know. So I want to know, what was it that was like, gave you that hump and that drive that was like, I see that little black person, she looked like me and I can do that. Or you didn't see it, so you needed to create it. Was that it? That's what I want to know. Because I know you had some barriers to your success. And so I want to know, what were those barriers? Okay. Because guess what? Oprah not helping us, Cicely. Oprah not helping us with nothing. Okay. That's who my celebrity tea time pick was last week. And I said, hey, Oprah, where is the broadcasting schools in the hood? I done welcomed you to come to the Peplos in LA. Oprah, set it up. Okay. Help your people. Like I said, the only project I know you was at was on that JC song when he said you was sitting on the steps drinking quarter waters and all of this and that. So Oprah, help your people. We need those broadcasting schools in every state, okay? Not just in Africa. We here. It's Black people here. So, anywho, back to the Queen, the legend, Cicely Tyson. That's what I would want to know. Okay. Who was your inspiration and what was the amount of your first paycheck? And that's not all the questions, but like I said, that's what I would have wanted to ask her. So, queens, that wraps up Queen Time, Auntie Time with Queen Sabrina. I will see you, Queens, next Sunday, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. Before I sign off, let me go ahead and check my comments, see if I have any questions here on YouTube or on Facebook. And I don't, Queens, but if and whatever you do have a question or a comment, feel free to hit me up on Facebook, Auntie Time with Queen Sabrina, YouTube, Auntie Time with Queen Sabrina, or on TikTok. Follow me during the week because I will be posting reels on how and where to save money when the deals are happening. Okay. So, see you next week, Queens. And remember, always keep your crown high. It may tilt, but baby, never let it fall. Enjoy the rest of your evening, Queens. Let's see.